Good evening, I'm weather forecaster Noah Gordon with your NewsLink Indiana weather update. Another beautiful day around the region here. Taking a look at our current temperatures here, we see 73 in Muncie, 74 in Indianapolis, a bit warmer to the south-southwest here, 80 in Evansville, 80 in St. Louis. Overall though, it has been a beautiful day across the Great Lakes region and across the state, in fact. Just feeling like fall, been a beautiful day, especially if you've been out in there where you can feel it in the air. It's just been wonderful. Today's almanac here, today's high 75, a few degrees lower than the average high of 79 for this second week of September here, but obviously still pretty seasonable for this time of year. Tonight though, mostly clear, AM fog expected tomorrow morning, but really not going to be as widespread as we've seen these past few days. Lows are going to be in the upper 40s, winds out of the east at 5 to 10 miles an hour, hopefully keeping that fog at bay. But tomorrow, looking throughout the region, 8 a.m., especially if you're headed out to any of those early classes, might want to grab a jacket, bundle up. It's going to be a little bit chilly out there, but temperatures quickly going to rise as we head to the noon hour. 70 here at noon, 74 at 5 p.m. Really going to end with a beautiful day tomorrow. But the one thing we haven't seen with our forecast here, especially the last couple weeks, and especially the whole month of September, is the lack of rain here. And if we look at our 6 to 10 day precip outlook here, we see east central Indiana kind of covered in this light brown color, essentially indicating we have a higher probability of below normal precip, especially for our region here. And that's something we really don't need with the type of weather we've been seeing here. Looking at our drought monitor here, most of north central and east central Indiana covered in that like dark yellow color, indicating abnormally dry conditions. So while we see that we've had really nice weather, that those drought conditions kind of creeping in. But meanwhile, here in the Atlantic, hurricane season in full swing right now. We see hurricanes, Hurricane Lee is a Category 1 hurricane currently spinning north of the islands of Bermuda. Meanwhile, Hurricane Margot here, currently churning in the middle of the Atlantic, not expected to cause any land impacts anywhere, expected to really sort of fizzle out. Meanwhile, though, Lee expected to make impacts as an extratropical cyclone into the weekend in parts of the Maritimes, Canadian Atlantic provinces, cities like St. John's, Halifax, and areas like Nova Scotia expected to see a few inches of rain. Meanwhile here though, going to be beautiful for our first home football game of the year, Ball State versus Indiana State at Schumann Stadium. Kickoff time 2 p.m. Saturday, going to be partly cloudy, temperature as 74 at kickoff, winds out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10. Perfect weather for football. And may I say, perfect weather in the extended forecast too. You really couldn't ask for better weather here. See temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 70s even as we head into next week. Temperatures look to warm up a little bit as we head into midweek here, but overall the fall-like temperatures and the wonderful weather is expected to continue. This has been your NewsLink Indiana weather. For more information, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NLI Weather.